Saturday night in Dallas, Texas. We're excited to deliver Game 2 of our doubleheader of opening weekend. Athletes Unlimited. We have Team Hull at 0-1, a tough loss on Thursday, led by Captain Lexi Hull taking on a veteran of AU, the 8-time captain, Odyssey Sims, here at the Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas, courtside. Brendan Glasheen and the Hall of Famer Sheryl Swoopes. Ari Chambers will join us tonight as well. And Sheryl, when you look at the dynamic of this matchup, you have Odyssey Sims' team that scored 94 points, a league best. And Lexi Hull's team, while only 57, they're talking about getting stops on defense to get that offense going. So it is an interesting breakdown of how the two teams are going to go into this one stylistically.
Yeah, Brendan, this one should be a lot of fun. For Team Sims, I expect them to do exactly what they did in Game 1. That's push the ball and a whole lot of Odyssey Sims. And for Team Hull, not only do they need to find a way to score, they have the taunting task of finding a way to slow down Odyssey Sims.
Getting stops, stop number 99, or at least, at the very least, contain her. How about Odyssey Sims, Sheryl? 33 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, had 15 of her points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's easier said than done when you talk about slowing her down because she scores in so many ways from deep behind the arc, knocking it down. I see you. Oh, nice little hezzy. Getting to the rack, finishing. Odyssey Sims can score in so many different ways. That's what makes it so tough to try to slow her down. But for Team Hull, one of the bright spots for them was the newcomer, Haley Jones. 14 points, 8 boards, 4 assists. And Haley Jones, with her size, should have an advantage in the paint on a smaller guard. She does such a nice job of finishing, stays with her shot. Haley Jones needs to come up big for Team Hull.
All righty, we should be in for a good one. Team Hull with urgency at 0-1. Team Sims trying to own the weekend. Coming up next. It is Dallas Wings night as the featured guests in the crowd for AU Women's Pro Basketball. Night number 2 of 3 in opening weekend. Here are the starting lineups. Captain Lexi Hull makes a wrinkle. Essence Carson, the third-year AU player, 37-year-old, a veteran in the WNBA in that backcourt. And for Team Sims, Sequoia Holmes earns the start with MVP 3 honors on Thursday. She not only gets into the starting five, but certainly earned it.
Oh, absolutely, and there's no surprise that Odyssey came into today's game adding or moving Sequoia Holmes into the starting lineup. She is very capable of putting up some big numbers for Team Sims. The other side, what I love for Team Hull is Lexi deciding to move Essence Carson into the starting lineup. Some more veteran leadership along with Teresa Plaisance. Essence is another player that not only defensively can get it done, but she also can score the basketball, which is something that Team Hull is going to need today.
And to your point, I'm curious to watch Ruthie Hebert in that second unit role. Maybe she can propel them and give them more consistency from the reserves. Ball is turned over on the first possession by Team Sims. Grace Berger, Lexi Hull's teammate with the Indiana Fever. Sharp dribbling. We are just underway. Game 2 of our Saturday doubleheader. Hull did not make a 3 on Thursday. Takes it to the rack. Rebound Sims.
And although that shot did not go down for Lexi Hull, I love the aggressiveness early on in the game.
And some patience by Team Hall to get into their sets. Plaisance denies Kalani Brown.
And to me, if Kalani Brown can establish herself early on in this game down low with Plaisance on her, that is an advantage for Team Sims.
Just as Haley Jones did on Thursday, had the first points of year 3 AU, first points of this game.
And Lexi Brown on Haley Jones, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Lexi Brown, a really good defender, but Haley Jones with the height advantage.
Lexi Brown 2 years ago in the inaugural season of AU basketball, all defensive team nod. Team Sims with a shot clock violation. Our officials for tonight's AU game, Clyde Mula, Dara Robinson-Ash, and Grant Diedrich. Our overview again, for those of you just tuning in to Athletes Unlimited, this is week 1 of 4. 4 teams with 4 different colors in the jerseys and 4 team captains. Each week, the rosters reset. There is a leaderboard for the innovative scoring system. The top 4 players receive medals. We have a Defensive Player of the Year nod as well. 2 to shoot. Berger. Back iron and collected by Brown. Team Sims still looking for their first points. Bully ball by Odyssey, just as she ended Thursday. Picks up where she left off.
She just does such a nice job when she has the ball in her hands. And if you don't think Odyssey Sims isn't serious about this game, she just went to Lexi Brown and said, let me guard Haley Jones. I'm going to put you on somebody else. But even so, Haley Jones, again, as a guard forward, has the height advantage over Odyssey, Lexi, or even KB.
Rebound Plaisance off the missed 3. Yes, Team Hall, when constructing their team on Monday, Hall made the argument that we have the longest starting 5 in the league. Hybrid players that are tough matchups. It took Natasha Cloud of Team Gray to draw the assignment of Jones in the second half. That's how much of a handful she was. There's the defense and a stop.
By Lexi Hall.
She said it to us pregame, let's get stops. Team Sims with the answer. Push pass, Kirsten Bell off the window. Push pass by Odyssey.
That's nice. That is one thing that Team Sims did a really good job of in opening night, was just getting out in transition, pushing the ball, finding some easy buckets.
They had 14 steals on Thursday night. Hall rattles in a 3, her first of the week.
And that is a great sign for Team Hall. Lexi Hall didn't come out, didn't have the kind of game she wanted to have on opening night, but she is the type of player that will bounce back from that. Yeah, and the 1-2 combo of Odyssey Sims to Kirsten Bell goes all the way back to last season. They do such a nice job of finding each other, and Lexi Hall is going to have to do more of that for her team, knocking it down from deep.
7-4 lead for Lexi Hall's squad. First time captain in Athletes Unlimited. Her second year. Similar story to Alicia Gray. Second year, first time captain. Plaisance uses the shot fake, but Jones stepped out of bounds. You know, when we dissect Thursday night, Team Hall well behind the rest of the group with just the 57 points, and it was surprising because there is some camaraderie from previous professional and collegiate stops. You have Haley Jones and Lexi Hall playing together at Stanford, winning a national championship in the WNBA. You have Berger and Hall in their time together. So maybe just a bad night, and we have to be fair. That could be exactly what it is. It's a long weekend.
Well, absolutely, and that happens. Like, you're going to have bad nights, and when I look at Team Hall, it wasn't because they don't have the players that are capable of playing and capable of scoring the basketball, because they do. And Teresa Plaisance, come on, TP! You know what time it is. TP is one of those players that can flat out stroke the basketball.
Plaisance went 3 of 5 from distance on Thursday. Sims lobs it in. No whistle, play on.
No blood, no foul. That's what they say.
Berger Bell off to the races. Scans the floor. Lob, catch, Burrell.
And Ray Burrell started game 1, coming off the bench in game 2, but she will absolutely bring some energy and bring a spark off the bench for Team Sims.
Oh, nicely done. Spark, the current LA Spark, Burrell.
Thanks, Brendan.
I should have let you figure it out for yourself, but you got there.
You know I'm a little slow.
Oh, this is free and easy basketball here. Already at the midway point of the opening quarter. Team Hall getting stops as they wanted to do. Up 2, 10-8. Welcome back inside Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas, home of Athletes Unlimited. Pro basketball, year 2, this venue has been the location for women's professional hoops. 4 weeks, 4 teams, 40 world-class athletes. Great to have you joining us tonight in our second game of our doubleheader on ESPN+. 10-8, up and down style, both teams getting out and running and trying to work the ball more effectively, especially Team Hall after not their best performance on Thursday, and Team Sims set a high standard with 94 points to lead all 4 teams on Thursday. Let's welcome in the star in the stands. Just finished playing against Team Gray of Team Mitchell, Taj Cole, sitting down with us.
What's up, everybody?
Veteran. What's up, Taj? How you been?
I'm good. I'm sitting beside. Tell him your name.
Huh? Zoe.
Zoe just won a shirt. Her energy, her effort. She's always standing up. She's repping the Dallas Wings. Whose shirt you wearing right here? Kalani Brown?
No, Satu.
Who's your favorite player?
Satu.
Satu. Who's your favorite AU player? Other than me.
I was just help her out,
I
Taj.
like the whole team.
The whole team. That is a solid answer.
That's a great answer.
How we enjoying the game?
It's good. It's real aggressive. They playing hard. I like it.
Look at this. Like, you can't beat this. This crowd today, all the energy. You see yourself coming back?
Yeah.
Why you think about it?
Because, I mean, at first I didn't hear what you said. I'm going to be honest. I did hear what you said because they screaming and hollering. But, yeah, I'll definitely be back. I'm going to be basketball.
It's loud in here. She said she's coming back. Huge basketball fan.
Hey, Taj, let me ask you, why do you keep coming back? Why do you love AU? This is your 3rd year.
This is the best league in the world, the most efficient league. You watching some of the most efficient basketball players. You can't beat that. I get better here, and I learn a lot here, and it's just a whole different competitive level here.
Taj, I was talking about, obviously the returners, you included. We know what y'all are going to do. But I also was talking about the newcomers, because the newcomers from game 1, like, some of them had some really good performances. What's your thought on the new players?
I think, man, I love their energy. I think we picked a whole group that's just super competitive. And so every day you see people diving on the ground, the training room filled, we getting Band-Aids, we got scratches all over us. Like, you can't beat that type of basketball.
And for you this season, because there's obviously a reason that you keep coming back, and Brendan asked you that. What are your goals this season?
My goal is to sign a WNBA contract by the end of this season, a year contract. I think the league is lacking right now in point guards, and this year I'm just showing that, you know, I can get people the ball, I can still hit my open threes, I'm a problem on defense, and I can really help an organization. So that's my overall goal, is to sign a W contract, but I like to be present. I'm here, I love AU, and I'm gonna keep coming back.
I love it. Well, I will say this, I concur. You should be on somebody's team in the W this summer.
That's right. See, that's why I love you. They asked me today, they said, who's the GOAT in the W? You know who I say, right? Sheryl Swoopes.
Can I raise my hand? No, you know what I appreciate about you, though, is exactly what you said, just your tenacity and how hard you play. Doesn't really matter how many minutes you get, what you don't get. When you get in the game, you show up, you're present, and you make things happen on both ends of the floor.
That's right. And I love these fans. I love these kids. It's bigger than just us. And I just try to show people that every day. So I love doing stuff like this. I got a group of kids over there waiting on me that's pointing at me right now. I am coming. It's about them. It's not about us.
Taj Cole, third year in AU, graduate of Virginia Tech, leadership studies, masters, all defense, top in assists, and making a name for herself at AU. We will check in again soon, Taj. Keep the people entertained.
I got you.
All right? I think she's got it. No need to worry.
No, she's got it. She's going to hold it down. I love her energy also. She was talking about the little girl that's sitting next to her with the energy, but she has a lot of that too. It is, though, the atmosphere and the environment, like it's contagious.
Foul committed, Ray Burrell going downhill. We're tied 12-12, 2:36 to go in the first. The other dynamic when we look at the leaderboard, individual player stat points, but also win points, which come from game wins and quarter wins. You can accumulate 60 points for each player if your team wins a quarter outright. Here is the leaderboard, all 40 players ranked with their stat points and their win points put together. And we'll follow along. You can follow along with us, obviously, watching here on the broadcast and AUProSports.com. We've got ourselves a first quarter sweat here with 2:30 left, 14-12. Team Sims in front.
Brendan, you know what makes AU so exciting and entertaining? You mentioned the quarter points, the quarter wins, the game win, but everything that you do in AU matters. All the good things you do, like that layup by Haley Jones, just got herself 20 points. Threes are 30 points. For all the bad things you do, it takes away points. I don't know if I would have enjoyed, yes, I would have enjoyed playing like that. I would have just tried not to have any turnovers.
But you didn't turn the ball over. McCoughtry, come on, free.
Angel McCoughtry. It is so good to see her back out on the court, doing what she does well.
Five-time WNBA All-Star, two-time All-WNBA, 13 years in the league. Snatches that loose ball, 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Team Sims with a three-point lead. Now here's a circumstance, to your point, do you try to take your time or do you stay aggressive? Burrell fires.
No, you're still aggressive. I feel like that's what got you the lead, is by pushing the ball, running in transition, staying aggressive. No, keep doing it.
I agree with you. It's just that mind game. I'm curious what's running through their minds as they go. We've had that insight. Backdoor to Jones, the stuff. McCoughtry thought jump ball, but we get a foul.
And trust me, with Odyssey Sims being the captain of her squad, and then having players like Angel McCoughtry on the squad, they are going to continue to be aggressive. Haley Jones is another player. Haley has come out today being extra aggressive, looking for her own.
Taya Cooper called for the foul. Jones at the line. Seventh overall pick in the draft is a first-year AU player. Sort of a theme for Team Hall, because Ruthie Hebard was the second overall pick, also her first year in AU. Here's a steal. Oh, but the defense by McCoughtry. No, a foul is called. The vet doesn't get the call, the W vet at least. Her first year in AU, Angel McCoughtry.
Well, Danny McCray just getting out in the passing lane, pushing in transition for the layup. Oh, that was a lot of ball.
These are some, well,
Oh, she got her. She got her on the arm. My bad, ref.
they're going to say not in the act of shooting, which is huge
Wow.
because
Wow.
that would have been free throws and a chance for Team Hall to take the lead.
Yeah, that's really interesting to me.
McCray steps out of bounds. Crucial. In the final minute of the first quarter, a chance to take the lead, but ball back to Team Sims.
So they don't call a shooting foul, which would have sent McCray to the free throw line, and instead she gets a turnover.
So just looking at the stat monitor, they called it a block on McCautry. Not a foul. Inbound
Oh,
underneath.
okay,
Yep.
okay.
So that makes more sense.
Yep, I thought they called a foul.
Yep, I thought so too. 19-16, a 3 to tie the quarter. Again, you get 60 points individually, but a turnover, last thing you want to do. Burrell on the run, twirls that pass into McCautry, a kick ball.
Angel McCautry being very active on the defensive end as well, getting a hand on that.
Played in just 14 minutes on Thursday, 2 points. In this first quarter, 5 points for Angel McCautry. Louisville's all-time leading scorer had her jersey retired by the Cardinals. And a discussion between the officials. Clyde Mula, Dara Robinson-Ash, and Grant Dietrich are crew for Game 2 of Day 2. Athletes Unlimited opening weekend.
They're running a little 1-4 flat action for Taya Cooper.
Cooper swatted out of bounds.
And Lauren Mincy said, oh, no, we're not doing that.
Three seconds on the shot clock. Odyssey Sims tried to work off the screen. And they're going to get Lexi Hull for a foul. Just a second on Team Hull. Sims at the free throw line.
So
Did
what
they get
was the call?
Maybe a defensive 3 seconds? I'm trying to figure out what exactly the ruling was there. 9 second shot clock is off now. Sims gives it right back to Cooper. Spin move, up fake. That's what Cheryl Swoops likes to see.
That was nice. I'm wondering if that was because the foul was before the ball came in bounds.
So an off-ball foul is what we just called. So because of the off-ball foul, that led to the free throw.
And I think it was because she fouled before the ball came in bounds.
Yes, correct. Cooper takes care of business. 5 seconds, a 6-point lead for Team Sims in the quarter. Berger around the pick, crossover, 1 second, tough shot. So Team Sims, similar to what we saw Thursday, didn't quite have it the first few possessions of the first quarter. And then they picked it up, got it together. Taya Cooper with a team-high 6 in the first quarter. 60 points to each member of Team Sims. Second quarter is coming your way next. Odyssey Sims, 3 assists, 3 points in that opening quarter. And Angel McCautry, she's still got game. Welcome back to Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. Team Sims, fresh off a win Thursday night. They scored 94 points on Thursday to lead all 4 teams. A 6-point lead, 22-16 at the end of 1. Let's go into the game now with the Air National Guard. Here is Haley Jones of Team Hall.
You crack me up every time you run out. It's the same soft smile. Megan, hi. Can I give you my earrings? Thank you. Appreciate it. Ooh. Good pass. Was my foot out? My back foot. I was like, I don't think I traveled. My bad. Good swing, TP. That's on me.
Cheryl, she is so humble, even on the court. There's just a calmness and an ease to how she plays the game.
I was thinking the same thing when I was listening to her talk, and I was like, she's so soft-spoken, but she definitely doesn't play like that on the court. Haley Jones has been a very good piece for Team Hull.
14 points, 8 rebounds Thursday in her league debut. Also chipped in with 4 assists, a block shot. Leading the team in scoring tonight with 8 of their 16 points. Plays on, sets up shot. Now, one quarter that was helpful, and Lexi Hull talked to us about this pregame. We were good in the second quarter. We got the stops, that we had that urgency to play defense and get back into the game against Team Gray. So they have that going for them. Just one quarter win for Team Hull on Thursday night. Team Sims, they lost their second quarter in quarters 1, 3, and 4.
Well, and even though they didn't win the first quarter, they definitely had a better showing in game 2 in the first quarter than they did on opening night. But they're right there, and there are players like TP who have stepped it up on the defensive end.
Cooper wisely gives the foul to make it challenging, so Plaisance has to go to the stripe and earn those 2 points.
So see, I can say this about TP. TP has not been known for her defense, but she got out in the passing lane and said, I am going to take this coast to coast.
Plaisance set an AU season record last year, blocked 22 shots. Emily Ensler might have something to say about that after her 2 performances in her first 2 games. They are reviewing for a potential flagrant foul upgrade. This was Cooper trying to get back. And Cheryl, you tell me, is this just a hard foul, or does Cooper run the risk of a little too dangerous possibly?
You know, it's so hard today to determine what's flagrant and what's not. To me, I say that's just a good, hard basketball foul. Like, I don't think she did anything malicious, nothing to try to hurt her. It's a good, hard foul. We don't want to give her easy, too. Although TP would probably disagree with me. He'd say no, it was flagrant.
Teresa Plaisance, 10th overall pick in Monday's draft. Each of the 4 captains make 9 selections each. And all 40 players then get divided up into 4 teams. Should make note, Izzy Harrison is inactive once again for Team Hull. She finished 6th on the leaderboard last year, 3rd in 2022 of the Dallas Wings, inactive due to injury. So we hope to see Izzy very soon, but inactive on Team Hull, was drafted late, the 34th pick. I can't help but wonder, Cheryl, after watching Team Gray do what they did again today, and maybe if Team Sims continues their offensive energy and how they use their defense to move their offense, these breakups on Sunday night are going to be really sad.
Absolutely. And you know there are some teammates that they want to be able to keep. Example, if Odyssey Sims ends up being captain again, I would be willing to bet Kirsten Bell will be her first pick if she's available. But that's what makes it exciting.
You got to be able to figure it out and fast. Bell ahead of the pack. Burrell with the dish.
I'm a Ray Burrell fan. I just am. I love how hard she plays. Defensively, she's long, she's athletic, she gets up in your space, and offensively, she can score. She runs the fight. I like her.
No look pass to Bell. Kabang!
Kirsten Bell is a shooter. But again, Ray Burrell getting out, running, finding Kirsten Bell for a wide open three.
An answer by Plaisance. Offense starting to heat up here in the second.
TP is a shooter too.
Burrell. Yeah, you can take it. Couple of assists the last 2 trips, and Ray Burrell makes it rain.
Yes, ma'am.
Burrell with 7 in the quarter.
And you know, and it could be that Odyssey didn't want to start Ray Burrell because she needed some scoring. She needed a punch coming in off the bench, and Ray Burrell has been that for Team Sims.
I think you'd agree, had the block of the night on Thursday. That stuff into the back stands behind the basket. Oh, it was real good. That's how you run it. Brown falling away from the basket. Kalani Brown just missed out on a 3-point play. Going to the line for 2.
Good finish by Bell. But Team Sims, they have found themselves with the lead because of so many different things and players. Kirsten Bell being one of those players knocking down a 3.
A similar theme to our first game today. Points off turnovers for the team ahead. Team Sims has 13 of their 33 from that, and their lead is 10 points. That's the difference in the game right now.
And that was something that Team Hull wanted to be able to do, was come out, defend, get some stops, let their defense turn into offense. But instead, it has been Team Sims that is making that happen.
It's interesting, Team Hull does have 6 steals in this quarter and a half. Jones in a triple threat position. Carson screens. They read that Jones pass. Bell this time assisting Burrell. Taking turns.
She is so active on defense. She's long, she's lean. She uses that length to her advantage on the defensive end. So pretty to watch.
Plaisance too much on the jumper. If you haven't caught on already at Athletes Unlimited, if you take care of your teammates, they will give back to you. Yes, it's 40 individuals competing on a leaderboard. They're taking care of each other. At least for the teams that are winning these games and winning most of the quarters. It's 14-7, Team Sims by a touchdown in quarter 2. Jones looks for a solid, efficient possession. Jones, it spits out.
That's a great take by Haley Jones. Just not able to get it to go down.
Lexi Holm makes it problematic for Kirsten Bell, and this is what we're talking about. Bell on the receiving end from Ray Burrell, and this time Bell rewarding Burrell.
Yeah, Ray Burrell just so active defensively, playing long, playing big, getting her hands up, being active, able to come up with a steal, and Kirsten Bell finding her for a 2.
Burrell and Bell together.
And Bell. Has a nice ring to it.
Mature. Ring it up. Kirsten Bell.
Kirsten Bell is feeling it today.
So are you.
I see you, KB.
And so is Cheryl Swoop's play on words. 39-23.
I just love it. And if you don't, what are you thinking, KB? I see you from deep.
Tiffany Mitchell starred in game one of our doubleheader today. Tiffany with an outbreak on the floor, 11 of 19 shooting, 28 points. Nailed all 4 of her three-pointers, 5 boards, 5 assists. Just active on both ends. Had 2 steals in this game as well. Earned MVP1 honors. Alicia Gray in second, Natasha Cloud in third. We should make mention that Gray won MVP1 yesterday, so Gray in 2 games, 150 MVP points, and Natasha Cloud with MVP3 today, notched MVP2 yesterday, so 90 points. Team Gray has been the theme of the weekend. Ari Chambers is with the MVP1 of today's game, Tiffany Mitchell.
I'm with the MVP. MVP1, Tiffany Mitchell. Before the game, she said, don't play with me, don't play with me. But everything went right for you today. What allowed you, in a team that's that deep, to still perform and shine so bright as you have?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just what it is. You know, we have threats everywhere on the court, so it just allowed me to play my game. I didn't have to force anything and just let me play to my strengths.
We talked about Alicia really being intentional about drafting, you know, the one she knew she could gel with. What does that come into play with team chemistry, and what was practice like for you all?
Yeah, I mean, with teams changing every single week, you know, you got to find people that you feel like you're comfortable with, because so much is happening on the fly. So, you know, me and Alicia have great chemistry off the court, so, you know, on the court is really easy. You know, practices are kind of just lighthearted. We get in, we get out, we get our work done, and that's like, you know, we have a lot of vets on this team, so that's kind of how we move.
In and out, just like this interview. But you know what, Tiffany, we're going to talk to you more about your game in a little bit later. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ari, I would also mention to Tiffany that she is atop the leaderboard in interview minutes.
I agree. One thing she didn't say was to let Coach Staley know. So, Dawn, if you're listening, Tiff said to let you know the old school Gamecocks had to show the younger Gamecocks how to win a ball game today, how to get it done is what she said.
I don't think Dawn would mind the older players giving the younger ones a slice of humble pie. Lexi Brown step into it with confidence.
Yeah, when she let that go, she knew. I knew it was good. She knew it was good. Lexi Brown can shoot it.
First 3 of the weekend, opening weekend here at AU Pro Basketball. Brown gets it back, same spot, up fake, step back. Oh, left it short.
She wanted that.
Shot fake,
Nice.
though.
Yeah, that was nice. Shot fake, get the defense in the air.
Berger on the dribble drive. Grace Berger.
You know the thing I like about Grace Berger
What's
as
that?
a point guard, she keeps her dribble. Like, she keeps her dribble alive until she's ready to do something with the basketball. So even if she starts going one direction and the defense stops her, she doesn't just pick the ball up and hold it. She keeps her dribble alive. And Taya Cooper is having a ball game today.
On a scooter.
Let's go, Coop.
Motors right down that alley, 44-25. First quarter belonged to Team Sims, similar here in the second, 22-9.
Nice.
The shovel into plaisance by Lexi Hull.
TP, great job of cutting to the basket. Understanding that Lexi Hull was in trouble. Nice job of cutting to the basket. Lexi Hull with a nice little scoop pass.
The bench of Team Sims has been outstanding. They're doing this right now with Odyssey on the bench. And that's an example of a stop needed for Team Hull to get back in this one. Here are your game leaders from just these 2 teams in this game as far as leaderboard points. You have to consider the 60 points each individual of Team Sims garnered because of the quarter win. Let's go back to the top. Yeah, Ray Burrell, that's no surprise because of the defense, and even Kirsten Bell because of the assists and also finishing around the basket.
Well, again, you have your individual stat points, rebounds, steals, 2s, 3s, but they won the first quarter. So that's 60 points that each one of them will get also.
And again, we just discussed those MVP points. For those wondering, you get 90 points if you win MVP 1, 60 points MVP 2, and 30 points to MVP 3. 3 MVPs are handed out at the end of each game. Cooper off the window.
Stop that. Stop that. ahead.
Taya Cooper has a passion for modeling and beauty. That was a beautiful finish.
Okay, Brendan. Yeah, that was nice.
Also off the glass, Lexi Hull.
Lexi Hall taking Lexi Brown down on the block, posting up a little bit.
Brown. The contest, ooh, maybe a late whistle. Haley Jones picks up the foul. That's her second. This was pretty.
Taya Cooper's really nice with the ball in her hand, doing a nice job of seeing what the defense is doing, attacking Grace Berger for a nice finish with the left.
I have a feeling that takes a ton of practice to finish those high off glass shots.
Yeah, because that wasn't a floater.
Right.
That was more of a, I want this more than you, so I'm gonna attack you. But she had to finish it high because Grace Berger did a really nice job of keeping Taya in front of her until the very end.
Team Sims leads 47-32. I would think the team captain must be watching like, this is exactly what I was planning with the masterpiece of this game. And we have Odyssey joining us. I mean, Odyssey Sims, 8-time captain, 6th consecutive week as a captain. What does that mean to you?
I mean, this is a competitive league, of course. We have the leaderboard, so I mean, the goal is to get to be at the top. So I'm just trying to play hard, but my team looks really good out there. I haven't really played this much in the second quarter, and I love it. But they look really good. I'm excited, just happy right now.
Well, you know, that was going to be my next question was, how long do you plan on sitting out this quarter?
I'm sitting out. It's only a minute and 10 seconds left. I'm not going back into the second half. They look good out there. I had that group. I'm big on if the group is good, they're playing together, they were moving the ball well, they kind of went on a run. I was like, hey, I'm going to keep them out there. There's no need to sub. Of course I want to play, but I don't need to play right now. I got to rest. I got to rest.
No, you got to rest because you're coming off an amazing game on opening night. But I'm going to say this because I'm in my feelings some type of way. I was wanting and needing the triple-double.
I was not aware that I even had almost a triple-double. I didn't know that until after the game.
Well, if you would have looked over here at me, I would have told you.
Okay, well, next time when I catch fire and I'm going like that, like the other night, I'll make sure I look over at y'all. And you give me a head nod or something. That's cool?
I got you. You know I got you.
Odyssey, what I admired most about your game on Thursday is it felt like at times, especially in the fourth quarter, you were playing like 3 different sports and 3 different games at once, meaning you were being the orchestrator as a captain, making sure everyone was organized. You're also scoring points, and then you're trying to make sure you win the quarters. Like, how are you able to keep it all organized mentally?
I think, you know, being a captain for 5 weeks straight last year really helped out. I think I kind of got the hang of it. Of course, it's not easy coaching and playing, but I'm maintaining, just trying to keep my team together and make sure that they have fun.
Half-court heave and another quarter win for Team Sims. You got 5 of those now. Odyssey Sims, your team's in good shape.
Yes,
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, great stuff from the captain. 6th straight week, 8-time overall, has scored 12,000 plus leaderboard points in 3 years of Athletes Unlimited existence. Coaching on the fly, the bench has emerged with Burrell as well as Kirsten Bell. 49-39, Team Sims in front. Halftime starts next.
Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball, where halftime is officially underway live in Dallas, Texas. Team Sims is leading Team Hull 49-39. You know, we might have Team Lexi Hull, but we have another Lexi to talk about this halftime on Team Sims, Lexi Brown of the Player Executive Committee, as she takes us through her journey of healing, ups and downs, all that means for her. So let's check it out.
At guard, number 4, Lexi Brown.
Being back on the court after missing so much time is exciting. I mean, I've never missed basketball for that long, at least not for anything health or sickness related. I didn't think I was never gonna play again, but there was a moment in time where I had no idea when I would be healthy enough.
Brown does it all by herself.
She looks really good on the floor.
I'm just really grateful. I think that's the best word to describe it, and I'm just really here to enjoy that and take it all in. I didn't know that I could continue to get new appreciations for the sport, and here I am with another appreciation for it.
I've been able to witness Lexi Brown from her Maryland days to Duke to journeying through the WNBA, and one thing's for sure, Lexi really has found her confidence here at Athletes Unlimited, both on and off the court. She said she's still not at 100%, but one thing about her passion speaks for herself. She's been at the gym every single day, despite being not so good, but she's grown a love for Pilates. That is her workout of choice, and you see it in the strengths that she has. Off the court, she's been diving into media, podcasting in particular, and this is her 3rd season with Athletes Unlimited, and prior to this season, she averaged 12.9 points per game, shooting 52% from the field while adding 3.4 assists per game, and on Thursday, she finished with 4 points and 5 rebounds and 4 assists, so even not at 100%, she's impacting various parts of the floor. So in the break, we're going into break in a second, but first we have to see that she had 6 points in the first half, and she really knows how to get the shot that exactly she wants, so stay tuned for the next halftime. And we never get tired of being in Dallas, Texas. Again, live from Athletes Unlimited, where Team Sims is having a great performance right now. And I'm next to Natasha Cloud, trying to avoid the basketballs flying at us. But you know what? You have taken so much light and put it on this court. So Natasha, as you're playing in this league, and this is your third year, what have you seen change about yourself and how you lead these players?
Honestly, I just want to continue to lead this game better than what I found it, and you know, leave something great for other players to be a part of. Athletes Unlimited is so special to me. It started with me a little bit, and it's just grown tremendously over the last 3 years, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it. But every time I get to step out onto a court, it's a blessing, and I don't take that blessing for granted, and I just want to continue to share my light and my love, because I'm playing in God's honor and glory every time I step on the floor.
And one thing is that you're not a captain this week, but you still fill that role of the leader, and you really know how to command player attention. And I've asked a lot of players who they look to give them guidance, and it's always you. So if you could give yourself something before the game, what would you tell yourself?
Just be me. Honestly, I think sometimes we get caught up in just trying to be more than ourselves, but exactly who we are is enough. So who I am is a defensive stopper first, and then I'm going to lead my team. I'm going to push. I'm going to score when I can. But I love that you said that other players say my name, because that's the biggest piece, is really just trying to have impact where I can. So, I can leave players in this game better than when I found it, because my vets did that for me, too.
And I know the teams change each and every week, but there's something very special about Team Gray this week. So what is it about the chemistry? What is it about you all that has that identity that can be undefeated so far in a league that's so competitive?
I think you just got a team full of selfless players that understand what it means to play together with other great players that are willing to give up the ball at any point, any time. But AG did a really good job. She's a great captain. She put together a great team that would balance with our characters, our play. So it's really a testament to Alicia Gray and what she's done as a captain. But we just have a really great team, and everybody eats. That's our motto. Everybody can eat. That is a motto that we should all live by.
We should all live by it. I can't wait to see you eat tomorrow. Congratulations for everything.
Again, hi, Mama. Hi, Dad. I miss y'all. I love y'all.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. You know, we can look forward to seeing Team Sims and Team Hull ball out next.
Cooper with 10 of the 26 points off the bench for Team Sims. Their team name comes from Odyssey Sims, and she didn't even have to play the second quarter. That's how dominant her team was in the first 20 minutes of action. 2 quarter wins as well. Brendan Glasheen and Cheryl Swoops, glad to have you joining us tonight on ESPN Plus for coverage of Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. And Team Sims doing it all, getting easy baskets, getting in transition, and you mentioned it, the wrinkle to the starting lineup. How would players react to that? And Ray Burrell, Kirsten Bell in the starting lineup, but Ray Burrell has assumed that energizer role.
Absolutely. 2 things. Odyssey Sims only played 10 minutes, and her team has a 10-point lead. Ray Burrell came into the game, brought some energy, and she's a big reason why this Team Sims has a lead. But you know how Beyonce, the Queen Bee, has her beehive?
Oh, give it to me.
Well, we got our own bees here. Ray Burrell and Kirsten Bell, the 2 of them together have been unstoppable. Burrell to Bell, Bell to Burrell, just getting it done on the defensive end, turning defense to offense. You gotta love it. I don't know what song they're gonna come up with, but I love these 2 bees.
They are crazy in love with each other. 49-39 to get set for the start of the third quarter. Team Sims 15 points off of turnovers. That is quite the separator. And yes, while Team Sims won the second quarter, Team Hall made some noise, made it challenging at the end. The good news is this is just a 10-point game, talking for Team Hall's purposes, but those quarter wins racking up. Team Sims has 5 quarter wins in 6 total quarters played. We promised the return of Taj Cole for our star in the stands. Taj, how have you succeeded getting to all the young ones in the stands and keeping them happy today?
Man, I'm having a ball. They're over here. I'm around some personalities, some hoopers too. They play AAU basketball. I'm gonna let them tell you. Who do y'all play for?
We play for DC Queens.
You hear that? You hear the confidence in
Okay,
that?
the DC Queens.
Oh no, Bestie's hurt. Yo, blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. All right, let's tell everybody's name.
Jonea, Kennedy, Lauren, Laylan.
Y'all enjoying AAU basketball?
Yes, I am.
Who's your favorite player?
Tosh.
Who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite player?
You.
Who's your favorite player?
Not to be rude, but Colson.
Sydney Carlson, Taj Cole, Natasha Cloud. Y'all heard it first.
I like that, not to be rude, but...
Not to be rude, but hey.
So question for you. They said the DC Queens.
DC Queens, right?
As in, like, what does DC stand for?
What does DC stand for? It's not Washington, DC, is it?
Right, that was my question.
No, I actually don't know. I actually never asked my coach that.
But is it a local Dallas team?
Is it a Dallas team?
Dallas County?
Dallas? Okay, yeah, it's a Dallas team.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute, Taj.
Yes.
So, the one sitting right next to you, was did she dance in the first game?
Did you dance in the first game?
Yeah.
That was her. That was her.
That was her. Tell her, ask if she can teach me some of those moves.
Cheryl Swoop said you got to teach her some of those moves.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have been up there because they were over there. Go, go, go. I'm like,
I tell you what, these girls know a lot about basketball, man. They was over here telling me they know all the players here. Their IQ is pretty good for their age.
How are they enjoying Athletes Unlimited?
How y'all feel about Athletes Unlimited? How y'all enjoying it?
I like it. I like it. I like it too. I like it. I like it. I've been here for all of the seasons. And then after you get to sign you get to get everybody's autograph. That's cool. I could only watch like 2 days of the first season because it was in Las Vegas, and I had to go to school.
Wow, she's been watching since Vegas. You hear that?
Yeah.
Taj, this is year 3, of course, and yes, Vegas was the inaugural season, year 2 here in Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas. Taj, what have you made of this game so far, watching from afar? Team Sims, Team Hull. Team Sims was the team you played yesterday, and Odyssey didn't even have to play the second quarter, and how they've been sharing the ball and getting out running.
Yeah, I think it's super competitive. I think at any given time, you see like one team is leading ahead, Sims' team was up, and then Hall just come back. I think that just speaks on the talent that's out there. But honestly, I'm waiting on Lexi Hall to just like breathe and just let go of the fact of being a captain and just play. Like, I want to see her shoot that thing. I want to see her, you know, defend. So I'm screaming right now. She's in the corner. I'm like, Lexi, you got to shoot. You got to be you, you know?
I am so glad you brought that up, because yesterday, or opening night, I talked about how being a captain works different for a lot of different people, right? For some people, they do it with ease. For other people, it's a little stressful. And knowing Lexi the way you know her, do you think her being a captain has changed her game at all?
Yeah, I think she's limiting herself, and that's not AU, you know. I think AU, your job as a captain is just to direct, you know, how you want to run your team, but then after that, you got to play your role. I think they're looking at her to be Lexi, and she thinking of herself as a coach right now, you know, so if you can say something to it, Cheryl, say it.
That's very interesting, though. That's great insight from Taj Cole, a point guard herself, and management on the floor is so important for that position. Let me ask you this, then. Why is it so easy, it seems, at least from afar, for Odyssey to do everything at once, it seems?
Because it's the opposite. Odyssey just say, hey, look, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and I want y'all to play, because I'm going to play. Yeah. You see the difference? Odyssey is just like, look, I'm going to be me. I'm not going to change nothing about me, and, you know, if y'all open, shoot the ball. If not, let's play together.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree with that.
It's good stuff. Taj Cole, enjoy the rest of the game. Keep the youngsters with you.
I got the youngins with me. We're going to have fun all the time.
Okay, learn some of those dance moves, too, if you have them in you.
Taj has her own moves.
Oh, she does?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
thank y'all.
Exchange notes. Thanks to Taj Cole as our star in the stands. 49-41, Team Sims. So we just had a timeout on the floor and resulted in a media break, so we stayed there with Taj just to catch people up. Third quarter just underway, 49-41. Haley Jones with the first basket of the second half for Team Hull. It's just an 8-point game. Pass almost picked off by Bell. Carson steps into a 2. Rebound Hull. Call for a travel. Did she have possession? And overruled. That is a foul, and Lexi Hull is going to the line.
Do you know, I loved what Taj said about Lexi just needs to shoot, because she's very capable of shooting the basketball. But I do agree, sometimes as a captain, you think too much. You're so worried about, I got to get the right players in. I got to make sure everybody is playing. Then you got to worry about practices, rotations, all of those things that it tends to take you out of your game. And I do think that has affected Lexi a little bit, because she is so capable of scoring the basketball for her team.
Hey, you can admire the unselfishness and the willingness to sacrifice, but there are going to be moments where you've got to be you. And I think that's a great message from Taj and a great observation of the psychology. A Team Sims Captain's Challenge has been used. The initial calling, it seemed, was going to be a travel. Then one of the officials overruled the other, called it a shooting foul. And the foul on the floor, the call on the floor is a foul on Odyssey Sims. So they're taking a look at the personal foul. That's what Team Sims has challenged.
Yeah, even if it was the initial call as a travel, I didn't even see the travel. Yeah, I didn't ever see the travel. I did see a foul, though.
You know, we still have a lot of time left in this game. 9 minutes to go, third quarter, 10-minute quarters, just like you see in the WNBA. For those just tuning into the action, Athletes Unlimited Season 3. It's an unsuccessful challenge. I don't want to say the word massive, but kind of a big call there, because now Lexi Hull goes to the free throw line, and you have a chance to cut this to a 2-possession game with a pair of makes, and we remind our audience of what you can challenge and how the challenges work.
Yeah, and to your point, Team Hull only down 8 points with Lexi Hull going to the free throw line. And for Lexi, this may be exactly what she needs to get herself going offensively.
No trips to the free throw line Thursday night. Was just 2 of 10 from the floor. Lexi Hull, the first-year captain, reigning Athletes Unlimited Defensive Player of the Year. Logged 29 steals. Sixth overall pick of the Indiana Fever in 2022. There's the captain on this side. Odyssey Sims on a mission. Just her second field goal.
Yeah, when Odyssey decides to attack and get to the basket, there's not a whole lot you can do about that.
Cheryl, she's like a snake patiently waiting for the prey. Didn't score in the second, now she knows my time, second half.
A nice little in and out dribble, attacking, split in two. Grace Berger, Haley Jones. Doesn't really matter who's standing there because Odyssey Sims is getting to the block.
Burrell strong. Getting the second half start. Came off the bench to begin the game. 13 points, a game high for Ray Burrell. Kalani Brown bottles up Carson. Brown is hit with the foul.
Kalani Brown just would use her height a little bit more, just going straight up. Make the guard have to shoot over her instead of slapping down. 9 times out of 10, when you slap down, they're going to call the foul.
How challenging is that to have that discipline when you first start learning about defending without fouling?
I mean, it's hard,
yeah.
But at the same time, when you have a smaller player like a guard, it shouldn't be that hard for you to just stand there with your hands straight up instead of slapping down. I think what the hard part is, as a baller, as a competitor, you want to get the block, right? So you tend to slap down a little bit more than you probably should.
Especially in this environment when you get 10 points.
Absolutely. When you're playing for a bag at the end of this.
Right. Innovative stat system. You not only need to win quarters and games to accumulate points, but individual statistical categories give you points to move up the leaderboard. Bell hesitated, grazes the iron a few times. Plaisance tracks it down. The former teammates in Las Vegas with the Aces collide, and Bell just picked up a foul.
Bell was like, I didn't foul. And TP was like, ref, blow the whistle.
I was ready to get behind you and take cover. TP had your back, though.
Yeah, I never doubted it.
Some confusion, it seems, for Team Hull to run the play. Carson behind the back, shifty. Bell has the board. Sims has that motor up ahead. Sequoia Holmes for 3.
Odyssey knows where her shooters are. She is going to push it, and you see everyone else, Sequoia Holmes, Kirsten Bell, Ray Burrell, they're running a spot up because they know O is going to find them in transition.
Can Hull answer? Sure.
Big bucket, Lexi.
She heard your conversation with Taj Cole, and it cuts it back to 7. With 7 to go in the third. Burrell, crossover, takes it strong to the rack. Carson believes she stood tall. That Holmes jumper, by the way, corrected to a 2-point field goal, at least in the stat sheet. But this is a good push.
Yeah, well, Sequoia Holmes just running to the corner because she knows Odyssey Sims is coming full speed, finding her in transition.
Free throws for Ray Burrell. Let's welcome in the third member of our team, Ari Chambers.
Yeah, before the game, I was talking to Sequoia Holmes about her comfort level here, and she said she has the freedom to come out and be herself. She says she actually feels absolutely no pressure. She thinks it's because of her maturity, but I think it's because she has a great team around her, and then she just feels her fit.
Good stuff, Ari. Thank you. 4 seasons in the WNBA, just 62 games for Sequoia Holmes. The Las Vegas native, former Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year. Experience overseas, Israel, Turkey, Greece, Italy, Germany, Slovakia.
Well, and I was going to say, to Ari's point, she shouldn't feel any pressure because she is a pro. She's played a lot of basketball, and she's very confident in who she is and her game as well.
Drilled 4 of 7 threes yesterday.
Yeah, Cheryl. You know, I asked her about the leaderboard and adding the pressure of having the points with each possession and things like that. She said she doesn't even worry about it. She just likes to settle in and be herself. Like you said, the experience is there, and she's balling out.
Well, and you know, to that point, there are probably a lot of players who don't worry about it. But I do believe at the end of the night, when the game is over and it's all said and done, everybody is looking at that leaderboard to see exactly where they sit and what they need to do to move up the leaderboard.
Absolutely, everybody's a competitor. She said, don't get it twisted. I'm a competitor, okay?
I would be looking at the leaderboard.
Well, for those at home watching, they do show the leaderboard on the Jumbotron, at least for the game itself, not the full leaderboard, but this particular game. And pretty good indication, if you're atop the leaderboard for the individual game here today, that bodes well for the overall leaderboard. There's Lexi Hull in attack mode, getting to the stripe here and taking more ownership of her team name.
I like the aggressiveness. And, you know, those 2 free throws that she took a couple possessions ago, I think that might be what she needs. First of all, to see the ball go through the hoop, but also understanding that she is a captain. And to Taj Cole's point, Lexi is a leader. Lexi is also a very good basketball player. And now you see her the last couple of possessions being very aggressive, looking for her shot and attacking the paint.
First time captain Lexi Hull, when asked about her mentality drafting players to her team, she said, I want to have the mentality of my WNBA team, the Indiana Fever. Let's play for each other. And that moxie, that pedigree comes from team facilitator Karima Christmas-Kelly, and also stems from the head coach, Christy Sides. But a good first year, Odyssey Sims putting the defense on skates. A foul is called. Sims does her job to quell any kind of momentum for either side. They're calling fouls. I'll take it to the rack, too.
Yeah, Odyssey is so crafty when she has the ball in her hands.
Nice looking release from the free throw line. 2 for 2 tonight. Sims now 10 of 10 at the stripe in opening weekend. I just jinxed her.
Of course you did.
Right, pretty badly.
You know, I was talking to Odyssey at halftime, and she was saying, I was talking to her about her son. I asked her if her son was here, and I can't remember how old he is, but I was asking her if her son was here, and she said he is on his way. He's been in California for a month and a half, and she said, I am having withdrawals, and I'm ready to see my baby. And as a mom, I can totally relate, and I totally understand that. But I said to her, because she was like, and I feel a little guilty. But I said to her, I said, but you also deserve a break. It's okay to take a break from your son, but she is ready and waiting for him to get here so she can give him the biggest of hugs.
Her son Jaden was born in 2020.
Yeah, so that is her baby.
She puts on a show for him and really for this entire fan base. Odyssey did spend this past summer with the Dallas Wings. It is Dallas Wings Day here inside Fair Park Coliseum, Dallas, Texas, midway point, third quarter. Team Hull has cut it to single digits, looking for more to chip away at the deficit. Nice hustle by Hull, and finds Berger.
Those are the types of plays that Lexi Hull makes for her team that you may not necessarily see on the stat sheet.
Team Hull winning the quarter, 14-11. Turnaround Jay Sims not giving up on this possession. Burrell is wrapped up in the thick of it with Ruthie Heber. Timeout on the floor. Team Hull's not going anywhere. Down 7, 4:30 to go in the third.
really help us manage inventory.
And save us a ton of dough. Then let's take back our market share.
Checkmate, chess heads.
Girls, I said bedtime.
I see what you're doing.
Hey, we running it. We running it. Wait. Get out. Get out. They trapping it. And what?
You know what I love about that piece with Taya Cooper is just her talking what the defense is doing, making sure that her teammates are aware of what the defense is doing. And as a point guard, you're the leader of the team. So to communicate and talk through that entire possession is huge for Team Sims.
Taya Cooper, one of 5 first-year AU players on Team Sims. That is the most of any team. 5 first-timers. You have Cooper, Burrell, Bashara Graves, McCautry, all in that first-year discussion. Sequoia Holmes as well. We've mentioned her overseas experience. Taya Cooper spent a few years with the LA Sparks, former top 20 pick of the Phoenix Mercury, decorated college career at Baylor, Tennessee, South Carolina. And at 26 years old, trying to carve out a role perhaps in the W and use AU, just as we've heard from many individuals trying to get back to the WNBA this coming summer. Ruthie Hebert at the line, and this is a 5-point game with 4:30 to go in the third. Team Sims at one point led by 19 points midway through the second. That's the kind of chunk Team Hall has done in the last 10 minutes of game time.
Well, one thing you know that Team Hall is going to do, they're going to compete. And Lexi, as well as her teammates, weren't very happy and pleased with the performance in game one, and they've come out tonight trying to make a difference in the outcome.
Hall just had the block, her second with 2 steals. Dribble handoff. Rebound Sims.
Even Teresa Plaisance before the game, she came over to me and she said, let's see what we're going to do to come back and try to get a win tonight.
Lexi Hall with her 3rd block of the game.
Let's remember, she was the Defensive Player of the Year last year in AU because of plays like this.
Sims draws a foul. This is what she did in the second half on Thursday. Got to the line 8 times.
Well, you also have to know that Odyssey is a competitor. And so the fact that Lexi just blocked the first shot, Odyssey says, come back to me because I'm going back at her and let's see what happens this time.
She doesn't want Team Hall to have any sense of hope. Just 6 points, now make it 7 compared to the 33 on Thursday. But keep in mind, 15 of the 33 were scored in the 4th quarter.
Good for Team Sims, maybe not so good for Team Hall. And she didn't play the 2nd quarter.
Right.
So she should be really fresh going into the 4th quarter.
Such an interesting dynamic when your team takes care of business and wins the quarter with you on the bench. Sure, I'll take the 60 points, thanks teammates, and then I'll bring it in the second half.
Yep, no doubt. That's exactly what she did. And you even heard her say, I'm okay resting. She said, as long as my team is taking care of business and doing what they're supposed to do, I don't have to sub.
And as a reminder, yes, you gather points in Athletes Unlimited for points you score, rebounds, blocks, steals, but you do lose points for missed shots, missed free throws, turnovers, so you get those quarter points and you don't lose anything or gain anything from a statistical standpoint. That was something I noticed in the preparation for today, like, oh, someone has 360 points and didn't play. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about losing points, but you're going to gain those points.
Yes. And Tiffany Mitchell put it best yesterday. We still play basketball. We want to go out there and play the game the right way. Bell on the roll. There's a foul, and you can kind of tell what Odyssey's trying to do here. Let's rack these fouls up and make them blow the whistle.
Listen, it's just a 5-point game. We have a very good game right here, but this play, Kirsten Bell sets a screen and then rolls right to the basket. Odyssey throwing it over the top, drawing a foul. Graysberger, a little undersized on Kirsten Bell, grabbed her before she got to the basket.
Some up fakes. Graves denied by Hebert. Graves commits the foul. Mincy was punched at from behind. Ruthie Hebert with some minutes, got the nod to the bench and has impressed and responded.
Yeah, Bashara Graves going up with the right. Maybe if she goes with the left, she finishes it, but Ruthie Hebert having a presence and pain on defense.
Mincy at the line. 8 blocks for Team Hull. And Team Sims, they had 11 blocks to lead all teams. On Thursday, they have just 2 in tonight's game. Mincy 1 for 2 on the trip. It's a 4-point game with under 3 to go in the third. Updating you on the quarter. Team Hull a 6-point edge. Taya Cooper.
Taya really did a nice job of attacking, getting to the paint anytime she wants to.
Contributing to Team Sims' 50% shooting clip. Cooper 5 of 7. McCautry, high off glass. We've seen that move for almost 2 decades.
That's nice, Angel. That's nice. Angel said, I still got some game now.
All got started at Louisville. Long tenure WNBA career. Part of that defensive stop. Sims surveys. Bell for 3. Yahoo! What a bounce back night for Kirsten Bell.
And Odyssey's looking like, girl, run. I see you, run. Get to your spot.
Kirsten Bell, 3 of 5 from 3 after going just 1 of 5 on Thursday. 7-0 run for Team Sims. They get another stop on defense, and you look up, they're up 11 points with the basketball.
Team Sims up by 11 because of plays like this. Taya Cooper, nice attack to the basket. I see you, Coop. And Angel McCautry, old school, don't do it to him like that. That's nice, Angel. Oh, and Kirsten Bell says, hold on. Yep, this is what I do. Odyssey Sims is going to find you in transition for a 3, KB.
Lexi Hull elects to use her captain's challenge, challenging the foul called, the last foul, which was put on Danny McCray. Again, you get each captain, they can use the challenge themselves, they can allow their facilitator to use it, any team representative can use the foul, the challenge, but you get one challenge in the first 38 minutes and then in the final 2 minutes. Not much to see what Danny McCray did.
Yeah, and unless they're saying Danny McCray pushes Bell into Cooper. But I don't know. That's the only contact I see. But did she really push her? Yeah, I'm not sure. Lexi Hall, I might agree with you on that one.
And we've been told an unsuccessful challenge. Kirsten tangled up with her own teammate, just a miscommunication.
So was the foul on?
The foul was on Blake.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
But right, Bell collides with her teammate. They rule a push by McCray.
You know, Bell did a good job of selling it. It's a good challenge by Lexi.
There's basketball, and then there's the acting part.
Oh. Do they go together? Sometimes.
You tell me.
Yep, they sure do sometimes.
Both teams are over the limit with 1:34 to play. Team Sims has recaptured the quarter lead, 21-19. Make it 22. This would be a real gut punch for Team Hull, because they had this quarter mostly in control.
Came out from the very beginning in control of this quarter. And if they can't find a way to win this quarter, but if they continue to do that TP, y'all gonna be all right.
Teresa Plaisance, the third starter in double figures, fourth overall for Team Hull. As we come up on a minute, Sims working the clock, shot clock to 10. Burrell motors inside, McCautry fighting for it. Gray and blue jerseys surround. It's a 1-point lead for Team Sims in the quarter. A chance for Team Hull to take the lead back. Plaisance for 3. I don't think you mind the shot though, right? Because still plenty of time.
And it's Teresa Plaisance. So
yes.
I will take that shot and I will live with that shot. But you also have time to get the ball back.
Right. 22-21, Team Sims 1-point lead in the quarter. Can Odyssey separate? McCautry on the glass again. Angel McCautry.
Well, go get it done, Angel.
Class is in session, as you said, old school. Still has a role in the sport. 8 seconds, 3-point lead in the quarter. You need a 3 to tie. Berger. Bottom. 24-24. Points here for Team Sims. They get their third straight quarter win. Burrell from half court. The quarter winds up tied 24-24. So the 60 individual points that were on the line for each individual on both teams carry over into the fourth quarter. And we've got a 10-point game. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter's coming up next. Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter here inside Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. 10-point lead for Team Sims. Now, if you've been following along since the beginning, third year of Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball, 60 points awarded to the team that wins each quarter. Each individual player racks up 60 points for their individual leaderboard score. You're probably thinking, well, they tied. Then what? Those 60 points carry over into the fourth quarter, which means 120 leaderboard points are on the line for the team that wins the quarter. Not to mention 180 to each player if you win the game. So doing my math, Cheryl, I took my time and carried the one. 300 points on the line, just when you're talking winning the basketball game, the quarter and the game.
120 for the quarter.
Plus 180.
And 180. You're so good.
That's a lot of points.
I carried my one, too. 300 points is a lot of points.
And can change so much to cause all the shuffles in the leaderboard. Grace Berger hit that three-point shot just before the quarter closed. And just a 10-point game overall. McCray for three, well short. Plaisance the hustle. Outlet to Hull. And last touched by Burrell. Shot clock at 11 seconds. It did reset.
You know, every time Team Hull, every time they seem to get close and get over that hump, Team Sims, they turn up the defense. They find a way to get some easy buckets. And when you talk about defense, Team Hull, they have 16 turnovers. And Team Sims has 26 points off of the turnovers. So that and 38 to 10 bench points is a big difference in the game.
Cooper and Burrell with 17 combined. Angel McCautry with 9 points in 12 minutes.
27. Sorry, Cooper and Burrell. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
27
and
combined,
then
and then Angel
has 9. Yep.
Just got to look at the leaderboard. That is the overall board for all four teams. Alicia Gray and Tiffany Mitchell, they are neck and neck on the board. If you missed it, Tiffany Mitchell was awarded MVP1. 3 individual MVP honors handed out after each game. Team Gray, clean slate. They swept the board with all orange uniform players scoring MVP points. Gray, MVP2, following her MVP1 on Thursday. And Natasha Cloud, consecutive games with an MVP. 8-point game. Kalani Brown kept the ball high and finishes and one.
And that is the key. When Kalani Brown, any post player, when you catch the ball in the paint, keep the ball high, as Kalani Brown does here. She catches it, she keeps it high, protects it from the defense, and is able to draw the foul. And that's nice, Kalani. And so many times, post players, when they catch it, they'll bring it down or they'll put it on the floor to make a move, and those mean little pesky guards will come in there slapping the ball out of your hand. Kalani did a nice job of keeping the ball high that time.
Just take a look right at that window and bank it right in. Plaisance swings it. Open three is true for Mincy.
Mincy. It's a big shot, Lauren Mincy.
To answer the end one, to cut it back to 8, and Team Hull leads the quarter. 5-3, again, 120 quarter points on the line because the third quarter was tied. Brown, same spot, this time got hit and hammered from behind, 2 at the free throw line.
And Lauren Mincy doing everything she can do to keep Team Hull in this game. Just stepping back, nice stroke, hitting it from deep. Team Sims right now, Odyssey, that's 2 plays in a row. They have decided they're going to go inside to Kalani on the block because they feel like that's where they have an advantage. And if someone comes in for a double, which Lexi Hull tried to do that time, she's going to kick it out and find a shooter wide open.
Gotta say, impressed with Team Sims. Odyssey also found some great free throw shooters.
Yes, she did.
16 of 18 Thursday. Tonight, 17 of 19.
And you talk about the players that played really well for Team Sims the other night. We've talked about Burrell and Cooper, and Kalani Brown had a nice double-double also, 12 points and 10 boards.
7 points, just 1 rebound tonight. 5 of 5 at the line, though. Just her presence alone, boxing others out, creates opportunities at 6'7". Brown faces up, plays on, throws a hand up, rebound Berger.
Why? I'm going to say why. Like 2 plays in a row, she got on the block. They found her on the block. She scored, drew a foul, went to the free throw line. Then they come down, they're feeding you again. Don't step away from the block. Not saying she can't hit that, but they can guard her on the block right now.
Burrell, crossover 3. Rebound plays on, so 2 jumpers, and this is allowing Team Hull to get wind at their sails. Berger with 14 points. Makes it possibly 17. No, Mincy offensive board.
And it's Lexi Hall, the only player on Team Hull crashing the offensive glass, and she gets a hand on it.
Hull penetrates, swings it out. Berger, kick it. Carson, 3. Another offensive rebound. Cheryl, and 1.
Come on, Lexi. Come on, Lexi. That is determination. That is, let me put my team on my back. This is my squad. Let me get it done. I see you, Lexi Hall. She just went up and snatched that out of the air, coming down and shot it and finished and 1.
That's captain-esque. Lexi Hull, 16 points. Perfect 7 of 7 at the line. 7 boards, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Reminder, you get more points at home for your leaderboard for offensive rebounds. 5 of her 7 rebounds are offensive boards. 10 for O boards, 5 for D boards. Plaisance rips it. 5-point game, 7 minutes to go.
And she's not just getting it done on the offensive end. She's also making things happen on the defensive end for her squad.
Hull's skip pass over the outstretched hands of Berger. Had the right notion. Team Hull winning the quarter 10-5. This was a similar start to the third. They cut it to 5, eventually 4. And then Odyssey came back in and said, let me get this thing back under control. Off that time, batted out to her. Sims, yes, and the foul.
Bashara Graves crashing the offensive glass, tapping it out to Odyssey, giving her a second opportunity to finish. Great tap out, Odyssey attacking the basket, and 1. Not much contact, but enough for the ref to call a foul.
Sims, the 4th member of her team, to reach double figures. Entry, Haley Jones. That post work is maturing.
That's nice. Haley Jones been a little quiet since the first quarter. Maybe she can find a way to get it going in this 4th quarter for Team Hull.
Welcome back. Bell, there's the shot fake and the swish.
She said, I do more than shoot 3.
You've been wishing for more of that, and that's coming to fruition today.
Nice. Gotta sell it a little bit.
Carson reels it in, finds Hull. Plaisance just getting a hand on it. Shot fake, bucket. Did you talk to all 40 of these athletes the other night?
But three attempts for Team Hull on that possession.
Yes.
Ultimately, they're going to find a way to score the basketball. But a nice shot fake gets the defender in the air every time. Lexi Hull able to put it on the floor. Nice pull-up jumper.
Now 14 offensive rebounds for Team Hull.
And Kirsten Bell says, no, I don't just shoot 3s. Taya Cooper, nice job finding Bell. Good shot fake, Essence Carson in the air. Nice 2. Grace Berger finding Lexi Hall. Nice pass fake. One dribble pull up. It's good. A pass fake, shot fake, ball fake, jab fake, head fake. Gonna get the defender in the air every time.
Well, if they keep this up and stay true to that as we hit the halfway point of the fourth, maybe they can wear out Team Sims. They are on the precipice of breaking through. Down by 6. Contested jumper, Berger, up to 16 points.
Nice, Grace Berger. Love the pace that she plays with. Doesn't get sped up.
Bell can't answer. Reminder, midway second quarter, Team Sims built a 19-point lead. Team Hull up 6 in the quarter. Haley Jones.
Ooh, that would have been tough. That nice little scoop shot from Haley Jones.
Odyssey going up against the first-year captain. Brushes the hair back. In the lane. Can't bank it home. Numbers here for Team Hull. Lexi spots up. Cash got the friendly bounce. It's a one-point game. 7-0 run. I mean, when we spoke to Taj Cole and we asked for the emergence of Lexi Hull, she's answered the call. 22 points.
Yeah, I don't know if Lexi heard Taj, if she heard me, if she heard her teammates. I don't know who she heard, but somebody said, Lexi Hull, go do what you do and shoot the ball.
Team Hull has not led tonight.
Little shot fake.
Berger for the lead. Woo. Rebound to Cooper. 3.5 to play. Kirsten Bell dashes in. Roars. Kirsten Bell, fierce.
That's nice. That's tough, KB.
Big time shot. A chance to cap off the three-point play when we come back. Team Hull right back in this thing, Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, Lexi Hall's just getting it done for her squad. Grace Berger pushing in transition. Lexi Hall is good for 3. You gotta love it. We got a good game, y'all.
Let's go, yeah, let's go.
5 minutes. Let's go. Let's win these first 5 minutes. Then we'll win the quarter. One play at a time. Compete on 3. 1, 2, 3. Compete. No easy ones for Odyssey, Lexi. Make them put it on the floor and let's help get on the help side. Okay.
Lexi Hull talked to us in the layup lines before the game, and all we discussed, Lexi said after that loss on Thursday to Team Gray, let's get stops. And they have made it difficult, Cheryl, for Team Sims to counter their punches.
Yeah, everything that Lexi Hull just said coming out of that timeout is a sign of a really good leader. First 5 minutes are crucial. One play at a time. That's what you got to do to get back in this game, but it's just a 3-point game. And then the biggest thing she said was nothing easy for Odyssey, because they know when the game is on the line, that's where the ball is going to go to Odyssey Sims.
Kirsten Bell couldn't cap off the 3-point play, 3-point lead. Let's welcome in Ari Chambers. You were in on the huddle for Team Sims. What do we know?
I sure was. You were talking about how they said they don't want to make anything easy for Odyssey, but Odyssey was in there in the huddle screaming, we don't want to make anything easy for them. You saw Team Hull pick up the momentum and get good looks to the basket. Odyssey said we have got to stop that. She's also really emphatic on saying box out, box out. That was her main call out in the huddle, and so we should expect that coming up.
It makes sense, Cheryl. 14-0 boards for Team Hull. Those second chance opportunities have killed Team Sims.
Yeah, Ari, I understand why Odyssey was saying that. We're sitting here so we can hear some of the stuff she was saying, but several possessions, Team Hull, they got 3-4 opportunities at an offensive rebound.
Team Sims with the ball, up 3 in the game, under 3 to go. Nice pass inside. Bashara Graves, just her second field goal.
That play happened because Odyssey Sims has the ball in her hands. Screen comes, they're doubling Odyssey. She pulls it out away from the screen. Bashara Graves cutting to the basket for an easy deuce.
Lexi Hull through 2 defenders and 1. Now 12 points in the fourth quarter for Lexi Hull.
Come on, Lexi. Come on, Lexi. I see it. But Odyssey Sims coming back out. You know the ball is going to be in her hands. Nice job of dragging it out of that screen. Bashara Graves cutting to the basket for 2. And Lexi Hull splitting 2 defenders, keeping it high. You see it, ref. And Lexi Hull, I like it. I like the little swag she's playing with right now.
We talked about this early on. They did not have their best night. Races for her own miss at the line. It's a 1-possession game. Look, Team Gray, Team Sims had great opening nights. You have nights like that, and Lexi has settled in to week 1 without question. 24 points.
This is the Lexi Hull that we all saw last year. She came back and said, what I did in game 1, that's not me.
Lexi finished 8th on the leaderboard. Hebert, the floater, smooth.
Come on, big girl. Come on, big girl. But you gotta pick the ball up. You can't let anybody get the ball and dribble that deep in the paint before you pick them up and try to defend them. Nice runner. Hebert, I see you, big girl.
Team Hull's only lead tonight, 12-8 with about 6 minutes left. Hebert the stuff, 1:41 to play. Team Sims with the ball, just 6 on the shot clock.
Again, Odyssey Sims is going to keep the ball in her hands, but Ruthie Hebert doing a nice job of using her length. Nobody, she got all that up top.
Bell catch and finish. Execution on the inbounds play.
Sims to Bell.
Still just a 3-point game. Berger has been a sniper tonight. 2 of 3 from deep. Draws 2. Wide open player. Hebert couldn't believe it and puts it home.
She couldn't believe it. She's like, I can't be this wide open. Tom was like, no, you don't have to pump fake. There's no defense there.
Back to a 1-point game. Odyssey Sims, it is closing time. Pull-up jumper, it's short. Carson there to rescue the ball. Team Hull looking for their first lead since the first quarter. Hebert is swarmed on the deck. Bell and Sims in there for the Gold Squad.
Oh, Ruthie Hebert was trying to attack the basket on that one.
It is a jump ball coming up. Neither team is over the limit. Looking at the fouls, just to catch folks up to speed. We know it's a 1-point game for the entire game. 180 points to each individual on the winning team, but also the quarter, which remember, we tied in the third quarter, 24-24. Those points carry over, 120 on the line. There's a chance for Team Hull to rack up 300 and come all the way back Berger off the backboard. Jones, no.
Knocks out a rebound. Haley Jones just rushed that shot.
Odyssey Sims makes contact with Jones, and the foul is on Haley Jones, who is trying to keep it to herself.
She's like, I know. Wasn't trying to. Ooh. Ooh. It's a little body. She bumped her a little bit. And Odyssey was like, get off of me. I'm kind of surprised that Lexi didn't challenge that one.
Reminder, you get 2 challenges, one in the first 38 minutes and one in the final 2. So each team has one of those left. Sims connects, now 6 of 7 at the free throw line tonight. Odyssey Sims, clutch. The top scorer on the leaderboard returning to AU from last year with some timely makes. It's a 1-possession game with 41.6 to go. This has been a lot of fun and a great effort by Team Hull. They're playing with urgency, 0-1 start, just 57 points as a group, and they are playing with so much energy and poise to get back in this game. Lexi Hull, Cheryl Swoops, has absolutely come alive, and her energy has rubbed off on her teammates.
Yeah, Lexi Hull is the Lexi Hull that we all have grown to love. She has just found a way to get it done this 4th quarter. And if I'm Team Hull right now, you don't necessarily have to go for a 3. 41 seconds, you're only down by 3. And the way they're crashing the offensive boards, I'm going to take the best shot available and crash the offensive glass.
And they have a ton of offensive boards tonight, 15-9, the edge in that category. They have knocked down the 3 tonight, 43%, 9 of 21, 2 for Berger, 2 for Teresa Plaisance, who has her first career AU double-double with 14 points and 10 rebounds.
Got to have the ball in Grace Berger's hands. Let her create, run something with Lexi Hull, Teresa Plaisance. If TP gets a wide open 3, I don't mind her taking it.
Team Hull leads the quarter by 7. If they can pull it off and win this game, 300 points. When you include the 180 game win points. 30-second shot clock, 15, down 3. They're taking time here. Plaisance hits Hull. First time captain, 6 to shoot. They are taking a lot of time. Carson back to Hull, fires from deep. Contested 3, shot clock violation. They used every ounce of the clock.
Well, and so Team Sims playing them for the 3. I'm not really sure why someone didn't put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. Because they were saying, we're not giving up a 3. And there was plenty of time left for you to attack the basket, go for a 2. If you don't get it, foul. But let's see what happens. We still got time.
I mean, you tell me, you're the expert. The ball never touched the paint.
No, ever. It's like passing around the 3-point line. So either send somebody to cut through the paint, hit them with it. If you have it, take it. If not, kick it back out. Put it on the floor, penetrate, attack. But as long as you stand around the 3-point line and you're passing it, you're playing right into the defense's hand and making it really easy for them to guard you.
Sims missed the first. So that second one, crucial to put this one in 2-possession lead territory for Team Sims. Odyssey Sims up to 14, 7 assists, 5 boards. 8 of 10 at the free throw line, 30-second timeout. Lexi Hull, 24 points. 2 away, by the way, from her new career high in AU, which is 26. That would tie her career high. But Lexi Hull uncovered why she has got the capability as a captain. And maybe, Cheryl, maybe it's because she was Defensive Player of the Year and made a lot of hustle plays and put too much pressure on herself as a captain, and now she's settled in. That now she's like, I'm going to take the shots now, too, and be a little more selfish.
You know, that's the type of player Lexi is. I think she was so worried and concerned about getting her teammates involved versus going and doing what she does. And she does so many things. She scores the ball, she defends, she rebounds. They just needed her to do a little bit of more of that in game one, but she definitely brought it today.
Grace Berger swings it back, Plaisance with 6, fires. Too strong, Jones tips, 2 seconds, stolen away, and Team Sims prevails. They hold on to improve to 2-0 in week 1, 92-88. Team Hall does win the quarter, so 120 points to Team Hall. That's massive because the third quarter ended up tied, so it carried over. But you want that 180 with the overall victory, and Team Sims, they've got 2 180-point outings for each individual. They win 92-88.
Yeah, Team Sims was just determined to win this game, and defensively, the last play of the game, they were everywhere, denying passes. Odyssey out on Berger, pressure in the ball, switching everything. Burrell on Berger, not giving her a lot of life. Bashard Graves out on TP, and that one even had a chance to go in. Haley Jones came up with offensive rebound, but couldn't hold on to it. And Team Sims walks out with a W, going 2-0 into our game tomorrow.
Team photo, and they didn't win the quarter, so credit to Team Hall. Those are a couple of big quarter wins because they only had 1 quarter win. Getting into the halftime session, so they just like that pick up 2 of them. So 3 quarter wins for Team Hall, just 1 quarter win for Team Sims. They had 2 quarter wins, I beg your pardon. Team Sims with 2 quarter wins and 2 quarter wins for Team Hall. So they split that just like we saw in our first game of the doubleheader. Kirsten Bell with her 6th 20-point outing of her AU career. 23, 9 of 12 shooting, 3 of 5 from deep, 4 boards, standing by with Ari.
We're here with Kirsten Bell, who has her 6th 20-point performance. What opens up for you to be able to perform the way you do?
Really just moving without the ball. I think that I'm really good off the ball, and when the ball gets in my hand, I try to make good plays, decisions for the team, and that's what I did today. I played terrible my first game here, so I had to step up this game.
You know, we talked about Odyssey and her road to redemption, but, you know, you just said you played terrible, then you turned it around. What turned around for you?
My mindset, moving on to the next. Angel, she's very heavy on next play, next shot, and so that helped me a lot. And so going into my recovery, I just thought, like, you know, next game, do better. That's it.
I love how you mentioned a super vet in the game, but, you know, she's her first year at AU. What did you tell her going into it about what's different about AU versus the WNBA?
I mean, it's the same. Basketball is the same. Play the game the right way, and good things will come to you. And I think really just her coming into this as a vet, I think she picks it up fast, and I think she's getting the hang of it, and she's very good vet that we need, very good vocal leader, and I think her being here is helping a lot of us.
Speaking of the hang of it, you got the hang of it, so I'm gonna let you go celebrate. Bye.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Back to you all.
Kirsten Bell, one of 4 players in double figures tonight for Team Sims. They were tremendous and tenacious getting out on the break. They scored 32 points off of turnovers. Once again, our final score, Team Sims 92, Team Hull 88. Be sure to join us on Sunday at 3 Eastern for Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball as Team Mitchell takes on Team Hull. Then at 5:30 Eastern, Team Gray, Team Sims. That's a box office matchup. Check out where to watch the AU on the AU website, auprosports.com. For Cheryl Swoops, Ari Chambers, the entire crew, Brendan Glass-Sheen. Good night from Dallas, Texas.